Hey there. Good morning, folks. Looks like we had some sunshine. Now we're having some clouds here where I am in Belton, Missouri, actually. But I'm going to jump in. I'm not going to let that stop me from this morning's live presentation. I know I missed you all last week. I apologize. I meant to get something out there pre recorded, but I didn't actually get it done on Friday evening. So I was at an event on Saturday. So that happens periodically where I can't do the lives because I have an event that I would like to attend. So I wasn't able to do it last week. So I apologize. And we're back today. And I wanted to welcome you all to the live presentation. It is brought to you by Mastiff Home Buyers and Lead with Abundance Coaching. And Intuitive Wealth Leaders is a community of people who want to build internal and external wealth. So, excuse me. I always seem to get choked up when I'm talking on live, so it really isn't. I don't know. I don't really know what to do about it. But so if anybody has any suggestions, leave me a note in the chat or message me because I would love to know. So today we're going to talk about kind of negative people and negativity that goes on around us, because I'm always talking about have a positive mindset and keep your mind in a positive place and always be thinking positively. So try to find the good in the bad things. And really, that's really all about us and what we're doing. But there's always things going on outside of us that we can't control. We can't control other people's negativity, for example. We can't control how other people react to something that we did, or how they react just in general out in public or on the phone or on social media. We can't control other people, whether they're strangers or whether they're in our family. And sometimes those negative people really make it hard to stay positive. Um, and I acknowledge that it really is hard sometimes to be a positive person in a really, really negative world. And it's a negative world out there. There's always something bad that you hear about in the news, or driving down the street, you hear negative things, and all over Facebook and all over social media, it's negativity, negativity, negativity. And so it's hard to like block that all out of your life and think about the positive. So but it's really necessary. It really is necessary to do that and to try to block out those negative people, and not get so worked up negatively with emotionally over things that are really outside of your control. So my example is, I have been trying to sell my rehab house and putting it out there and sharing it. And it's taken a long time. It's been hard to find the right buyer. And so I put it out there on social media, and, people are just negative, and they're not just negative, they're mean. They say really mean things, and they make judgments about me. And these are people that I don't even know. I've never met them in my life, and they go out on social media and just post mean things about me, about rehabbers, about landlords, about whatever. And they're just mean, mean, mean. And, it's hard. It is hard, for all of us to just take that and just take it because, I want to respond back. But I try to refrain from letting myself get roped into that and roped into that negativity and feeling like I need to change their mind, because I don't. It doesn't matter. What they're saying about my house is their opinion, and that doesn't make it fact. So, what people say about anything, about what you're doing, about your career, about your kids, about whatever, what you're wearing, your rehab house, how much money you make, your job, anything. It doesn't matter. That is just their opinion about you and your stuff and your career or whatever, but it doesn't matter. What does matter is you and your own opinion of those things. And my opinion is that we worked really hard on that rehab and we had a lot of down things and things that happened that made things not go smoothly at all. But in the end, we had a good contractor that helped us and made it look nice. And we did all of the right things to make it a nice house for someone, structurally as well as aesthetically. And we did the best that we could. And so my opinion is we did the best that we could. And it is a small house. It is what it is. And, for the right person, it's going to make a good home for them. So, what all of those other people were saying about, it's too small, it doesn't have this, doesn't have that, it's in a bad neighborhood, it's not done right. Oh my gosh, there's laundry in the kitchen. That's terrible. All the things that people were saying, it's priced too high. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because that's just their opinion. And did I feel like I needed to respond to all of those negative comments? No, I didn't. I chose to just say thank you for your feedback. And that was pretty much it. So I didn't let myself get roped into the negativity, even though I'm all feeling like attacked. You might feel attacked by these comments that come at you, through these social media channels. And, they're just not nice, but you don't know these people and they don't know you. And you have to remember that. You have to tell yourself, I don't know these people. They don't know anything about me. All they know is what they see on this post. And, apparently they may have other things going on and be jaded in some way that has nothing to do with you. And they're taking it out on you. So just let it go. And don't let it bring negativity into your life. And so sometimes in order to do that, you have to look at the positive and you have to call out the positive and you have to say it out loud. That I have to say to myself and out loud, hey, we worked really hard on this project. And this is going to make a really nice house for someone. It's a very cute little house and it is not in a bad neighborhood and it is going to make a great home for someone, just like it was a home for someone before. So I have to reframe myself and talk myself through that just to reassure myself. And so we have to do that in our life pretty regularly. Sometimes just coming up with the positive things and saying them out loud, that helps to dilute the negative because there's always way more negative things around us, or our brain attaches itself to those negative things more likely than it attaches itself to the positive things. So you have to teach your brain to attach itself and recognize and acknowledge the positive things more than it does the negative things. And that's really hard. That is a brain training exercise, to do that. But it can be done. I think that uh, thinking about positive things every morning to start your day is something that can help all of us start off on a positive note. And if you ever have started out your day and you get up behind and everything feels like it's going wrong, and those are no ways to start your day. However, if you can stop, take a deep breath, and just tell yourself, okay, that is behind me. Those negative things happened. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to get let it get to me. So from this point forward, I am going to have a good day, and say it again and again. I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to have a good day. This is going to be an awesome day. I'm looking forward to the day. And, then you start to get into your groove and, everything gets better, hopefully. And if it doesn't, do it again, and keep reframing to the positive to get through. So you also need to think about, perspective. Um, ignore are just negative. I mean, there's so many people out there that are just negative all the time. They never have anything positive to say about anything. And those people just really get on my nerves. And so it's hard for me not to like jump at those people, and say, why are you so negative? But I try very hard, especially on Facebook, people that I barely know. I'm not going to lash out at them and attack them on Facebook. But, there's probably a reason that they are the type of communicators that they are. It could be inherent in their personality. It could be that they lack some communication or leadership skills. It could be that that's how their parents talk to them and they don't really know any different. They have created those habits for themselves. And so that's just how they are. And so sometimes you just have to accept people how they are, and either you choose to be around them or you don't, because they're probably not going to change. Now, in some instances, people may not even realize what they're doing or how they're coming off, or how they sound to other people. And if you have a nice conversation with them, they may try to improve themselves, because it's always good to try to improve communication. I'm all up for that. I mean, sometimes I come across, to people that, I don't mean to be negative, or I don't mean to, it's not, that's not my intent, but it comes across that way. And I've had my daughter tell me that, multiple times. Um, but I suspect that it might be kind of a difference of communication between us, Gen Xers, and, the millennial Gen Z folks. We all communicate differently, based on kind of what our generation was. We talk different than the boomers. And to recognize that sometimes we may come off in a certain way when we're communicating to someone may just be an age difference. And we have to try to understand how to better communicate with people who are different than us, different ages, different, coming from different backgrounds, different socioeconomic statuses. We need to learn how to communicate with all sorts of diversity and different people. And the other thing is really try to surround yourself with a support system. So, you can't get rid of the negativity, but you can always surround yourself with positive people that are going to help you be emotionally, positive, even when you're getting attacked on social media because people think your house is ugly, or it's overpriced, or you're a bad person, or you're greedy, or whatever it is. You can surround yourself with positive people who know better and who can help build you up and make it a lot better for you. So, um, I think that some tips for, not letting negativity, um, impact you is: one, don't feel like you have to respond to it. And actually, I would say don't respond to it. It doesn't help. I have tried to convince people to come on over to my thinking, and let me tell you, it doesn't work. So I have given that up. It's like I'm not going to try to convince people to think like me or to see things through my purview, especially on social media. Maybe in a conversation, because you can really, learn more about each other or diversity or diverse opinions when you're communicating in person, but not on social media. So don't even try. Just let it go. Don't let them drive you to respond, or especially knee jerk responses. Um, and stay focused on the goals. So, my goal was to ultimately get the house sold. So, arguing with people who were being negative about my post and about my house wasn't going to serve me well to help me get it sold. So, I chose not to go there with that. So I think that just staying focused on where it is that you want to go and what you're trying to do and what you're trying to accomplish, visualize that and visualize you accomplishing those goals, and instead of focusing on whatever negative thing is happening. So if you've set goals and maybe your family's been negative towards your goals, or they don't think that you can accomplish them and they're making it difficult on you, um, focus more on visualizing yourself accomplishing those goals, and visualize your family maybe coming along with that, because they may or may not. Even if you accomplish their goals, they may still be negative, because that's how some people are. But if you visualize yourself accomplishing those goals, it makes it a lot easier to deal with that negativity that's spinning around you that you really can't control. So, to wrap up, uh, think about what your control circle is. You can't control other people's opinions. You can't control other people from being negative. You can't control other people, period. So don't try, because you will just make yourself nuts if you try to change other people or make other people see things your way. Just focus on where you're trying to go, block out all of the negative, and meet your goals. So, I'm going to wrap up, and I hope that this has been helpful for some of you, or all of you. If you're watching, I'd love to see your comments. I can't always see the comments still here. I don't still don't know how to deal with that. But if you can drop a comment, share some feedback, share how this has been helpful to you or some of the things you've learned. If you have advice for people, we'd love to have that shared. And I will see you back here next Saturday, same time, same place. And I look forward to it. See you later, folks.